Well, guys, it's the middle of the morning. I'm handicapping the college basketball card, and I'm finding nothing. So I switch over to the NBA, and then it happened. Even though it's not a big card, there's that one little game that is just screaming, bet me, bet me, bet me. And guys, when that little voice is on your shoulder whispering in your ear, as I told you yesterday, you got to always pay attention to it. Because I have found a game in the NBA I absolutely love. Now, as you know, 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. This is going to be the fourth ever 20 dime NBA release of my career, and I'm calling it my revenge route of the month. And you're going to get it as the half price play of the day simply by using the coupon code REVENGE, REVENGE. Now, this play is just as strong as the 14th ever 20 dime college basketball release of my career, which jumped off of Saturday's card when I give you Marshall at home, minus 3.5 to 4 points in a double digit blowout of Old Dominion, which you also got at a substantial discount. And with those 20 dime college plays, 6-2 with those ultra rare releases all this season, because that's how good of a college basketball campaign it has been. To give you a little perspective, my normal top rated 15 dime releases in the NBA, going back to the 2009 season, the record is, let me just check my page here to make sure I give you the exact number because I can't remember it off the top of my head. Oh, yeah, 62, 47, and 3. Yet this play is bigger. And I'm on a 12-5 roll with 15 dime releases in all sports over the past month, including 2 in college basketball last Wednesday and Thursday with Indiana over Nebraska, Arkansas Little Rock at Georgia State, respectively. And this play is just as strong as all of those. And again, you get it as the half price play of the day. Now, it is 4:15 in the morning here Eastern time as I'm doing this video report, and I can tell you I'm the only handicapper up at the site right now. So I have no idea what the other discounts and promos will be for Monday, so make sure you check it out as I'll have them all updated for you by 2 o'clock Eastern time. Yesterday, cashed in easily with the complimentary play, getting the job done with George Washington as they won by 137 points over LaSalle. Of course, I'm just joking. They only won by 120. Today, college basketball. Listen, it's a tough card. I looked at that game in the ACC between Virginia and Miami of Florida. Now, you know what just happened to the Hurricanes, right? They were demolished in Chapel Hill on Saturday in a battle for first place in the ACC as North Carolina destroyed them 96 to 71. And that final score is not even indicative of how poorly Miami played and how dominant North Carolina was, because the Tar Heels were actually up by as many as 38 points at one point in that game. And the Tar Heels, with that big physical front line and that size, they also cleared off the glass at an exceptional rate, 46 to 29 advantage in terms of rebounds. So now you have a Miami, Florida team, a little over 48 hours later, is coming back home licking its wounds. And you're taking on Virginia, a Virginia team that beat you in Charlottesville in the first meeting this season back on January 12th, 66 to 58, a game in which the Hurricanes only shot a little over 42% from the field. And despite not shooting well, and despite getting out rebounded by 5 in that game, you listen, guys, that was a 3-point game with like 3 minutes to go in that particular contest. But I think it also had a lot to do with Virginia's performance that night. It was a must-win situation for the Cavaliers, as after a 12-1 start, they were coming off back-to-back losses. So they won that game. You know, Virginia has been a strange team when it comes to their performance on the road in conference play. They opened ACC play, in fact, with three straight road losses. They lost at Virginia Tech. They lost at Georgia Tech. They lost at Florida State. Then they won 3 in a row. Beat up Wake Forest, Louisville, and Pittsburgh. And, of course, their last game a week ago when they lost that 1-point decision to Duke. I'm sorry, that was their last road game. Their actual last game happened a week ago when they took care of business at home in a 20-point rout of NC State. So they are certainly well rested. Miami, however, playing in triple revenge, playing at home where they've only lost 1 game this season. You got a Virginia team that's extremely stingy defensively, that is decent offensively, a pretty good shooting team. Of course, Tony Bennett, the Virginia coach, he always is one of these guys that practices defense, and that's his way of success. But this Virginia team he has this year is probably the best offensive addition that he's had during his tenure in Charlottesville. This is a Virginia team that is averaging 71.1 points a game, hitting a little over 49.5% from the field. One of the top 10 teams when it comes to three-pointers, their conversion rate hitting a little over 40%. Also an exceptional team on the free throw line. This is a damn tough game to handicap. And that's why I told you the college card tonight, there was nothing even standing out there to even come close to give you a good complimentary play. As I do this video report, Miami is -1.5. Just like Virginia was in a must-win situation when these two men in Charlottesville back in early January, Miami is in that particular spot here tonight. And listen, it's not only revenge for the season's first meeting, but last year at home, in Miami, Virginia came to town, opened up a 19-point lead, blew it all, then rallied for a double overtime win. So again, you got Miami losing at home last year to Virginia, losing 3 straight to Virginia, coming off a devastating loss to North Carolina. I just think Miami's going to get the job done here tonight. I think Miami is going to be refocused defensively. This is a tough game, but I'm willing to go ahead and lay the 1.5 points with Miami in this one. So that'll be your complimentary play. I wish you well, and we'll talk to you again Tuesday when we do this one more time.